Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. This came into my mind the other day, especially after me giving my comments on the movie AD. And it seems like to me that the more truthful and the more honest, you are in this world, the more people hate you. And they don't really truly care about facts. You know what I mean? I think that a lot of these responses, these automatic response mechanisms that trigger inside of us when we discuss certain things or we hear certain things, I think it's very challenging to people. You see, here at Straightway, we are a diverse culture people. I mean, we literally are. We have different diversities in culture here. This is all I can say. And when we're describing something, we talk pretty frank, just straight up. And there's usually no offense or anything that rises up inside of us, And I guess that I'm guilty of making the mistake of forgetting how sensitive people are on certain subjects. I guess because I really truly don't care about people's sensitivity. I just care about truth. If we're going to love the truth, if we're going to tell the truth, everything that we do is for the sake of honoring the truth. And anything that tries to skew the truth, anything that tries to misrepresent the truth, it constitutes a lie. And if I said it once, I'm going to say it 1,001 times again. I am not, that's Pastor Dow, the Straightway Truth Ministries right here. I am not the institution that has reared you in lies and fairy tales all of your life. Why get upset and get mad at me when I tell you that a lot of things that some of you continue to keep doing is not accepted by God? He is not, nor has he ever accepted coexistence. And I don't care what America is painted. I don't care what this new religion that came about in the 4th century called Christianity. I don't care what they say either. It's totally regardless. Christ was not a Christian. None of the apostles were Christians. Not one Hebrew prophet was Christians. They were all Israelites. Paul even tells you himself. I know you read a translation. If any man suffers as a Christian, it let you know how far your mind go, don't you? Because you can't tell the difference between a truth and a lie. But there are a lot of people that are literally upset at me because I'm bringing to bear the facts. Why misrepresent a people of the book? I mean, when you mention Hebrew, my mind goes to different shades of color of people, ranging from black as this checkbook to about as caramel as this this comb right here, and some stages even lighter than that. But they basically are people of color. Your mind goes to these people who have transplanted and practice replacement theology because you have not done your own independent research and you haven't studied the truth to find out what it is. And because the lie is promoted and now we're ripping the color off the lie, you get all mad. You get offended and get upset at me. And then I get people to tell me that color don't make no difference. All right. Let's follow that line of thinking now, okay? All right. If color don't make no difference, all right, suppose Hollywood makes a movie and pits Samuel L. Jackson as Abraham Lincoln. Would that be accurate? Would that be accurate description? Would white America be all right with that? I mean, after all, color don't make no difference. Or suppose they make a movie of General and President George Washington. And suppose that Denzel Washington played George Washington. Are y'all all right with that? I mean, after all, color don't make no difference. No, you're not all right there because automatically you would say that would be constituting a lie. So I'm telling you, it's a lie to set up there. When you look at these European countries over here, the Greek Orthodox Church, and you look at all these European countries up there in that all of them up there in that European area, they all have black Madonnas and black Christ. Every single one of them. It ain't until you get to this Western side over here where they practice superiority, at least they believe that it becomes an issue of what color something is. I'm sorry to inform you that Jesus Christ was not a white man. Does that offend you? Does that make you mad? Does that get you upset? Why? Why does it offend you? Why does it get you mad? And why does it get you upset? Can you please explain to all of us on here in the comments down here and let us know? Don't tell us. What difference does it make? I'll say it again if you didn't hear it the first time. For the sake of honoring the truth. Because to depict Abraham Lincoln as Samuel L. Jackson is a lie. It's constituting a lie. And people, there will literally be an uproar because we know that Abraham Lincoln was not a black man. Period. To depict George Washington as a black man, and then you turn around and put the actor up there, Denzel Washington, to play George Washington, would constitute a lie. What's the problem? What is the problem? What's the issue? What's the issue? What's the trouble? I don't get it. It just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. It's nonsensical to me. And what I want to know is, why are you so offended when this truth come forward? The truth is, and you have no farther to go than to look back 5,000 years in history to the Egyptian hieroglyphs that tells you everything you need to know. And if you can't accept a picture that's worth 1,000 words on a wall, then open up this Bible right here. Look at this. All these scriptures. Look at this. Open up this. Do a research and find out for yourself. And see what color the Hebrews were. Because you know what? While you say it makes no difference, John thought it very important for you to know the description of the Messiah. Solomon, Job, over in Moses, the book of Exodus, they all thought it was very important. Daniel, the prophet, they all thought it was important for you to know the color of Messiah. Over in the book of Acts, they thought it was important that you knew that the Apostle Paul was a black man. But today, I think it's all gendered from a guilty conscience and racial, and the people practicing racial superiority, because a lot of people, what they do is like trying to play reverse psychology. Is it really going to hurt you so bad to admit the truth? Or is it just going to cause so much destabilization? Or does that mean that you have to really humble yourself? Because the truth is this. Since God's people have never been white people from the very beginning, that means these people that have literally been oppressed, that fit the curses of this book right here, that means they are the real people. And then these imposters over there that are playing Yehudim, who are nothing but Israelis, Ashkenazi Khazarian of the seed of Japhet, because they're not of the seed of Shem. That means your world is rocked and you turned upside down. That means all you Christians out there and all the rest of you people out there believe that you got to bless y'all's people. You blessing the wrong people. You are literally blessing the wrong people. You're blessing somebody that's not even a people. Oh, I see. Don't you think it kind of odd? In the last 3 to 4 years, I've had people look at one of my videos. College professors, theologians, seminary graduates. And the first thing they do, they hear me talking about something like this, because these issues are near and dear to their heart. They'll call up hot, flaming, mad and everything, because they hear me making an open challenge for civil discussion or civil debate over what color were the original Israelites and what color was the Messiah. And they'll get hot, and the first thing they do is pick up the phone down here, and these people who you would think that would be very professional, very tactful, very respectful. Oh man, I told our sisters, I gave them instructions. Look, if somebody dishonors and they cannot honor you, and they speak to you in a very condescending state, hang up the phone. There's nothing like that dial tone or that to shut someone up. Just hang it up. If they call back, you tell them that you do not dishonor them and you do not expect to be dishonored. If you're going to call here, we're going to have a very civil discussion, and we're going to get the information where it needs to go, and then we go from there. But they call here hot under the collar. You tell him, I'll do it. I had somebody from California, somebody from Texas, somebody from North Carolina. They all do. And then you know what they do? They all go and investigate my YouTube channel. Or they'll go and Google me and listen to what my enemies have to say. I mean, you got to have enemies, don't you? You got to have haters. You got to have haters. And after doing an investigation, knowing what I believe in, getting their Bibles, all of a sudden, I'll call them. I can't never reach them, or I'll get in touch with them, finally get a voice on the other end line. They decline. They decline. I wonder why. You know, you say I'm a man of truth. I really, truly am. I still have a whole lot more truth to come to. I got a whole lot that I must learn and need to learn, because I have people that depend on this ministry. They depend on the truth of this ministry. And I can't tell you how many people said, man, I thought you were way off the rocker. I thought you were flat out wrong. And I went to prove you wrong, only come to find out you were right, Pastor Dow, and I was wrong. Seems to happen all the time. I want to know, why is it so hard for people to honor the truth? If it does not make any difference what color Jesus was or what color the ancient Hebrew people were, then why change the appearance? Why whitewash everything, and why paint your images depicting this ancient culture from this very hot region of the earth? And the truth is, white people are not intended on standing out in the sun surviving. Because, boy, they can start boiling over and get sunburned, something bad. I can stand out in the sun and work all day long. I will just get a little bit darker, that's it. But there's some people that if they stand out in that sun, they're going to blister. They're going to boil, and it's going to be very painful. So, given just that simple knowledge right there, how in the world you get these ancient Hebrews, if they were white, to work as slaves in Egypt for 430 years with no shirts on their back? That don't make sense, does it? I mean, they didn't have sunscreen, copper tone. They didn't have that stuff back then. SPF 15, whatever they call it stuff. They didn't have, you know, I think that the discovery of truth is so painful that it's better for us to go back to sleep and believe the lie, because if we acknowledge the truth, then that means we have to change. Now, not only change this, but we have to change our behavior towards a particular people. We have to change our attitude towards a particular people. Matter of fact, we got to change everything. And saving face has become a hot commodity. And hot commodity, people ain't just about to do that. No. You know, and I say that. And I'm saying all this, again, because I say Straightway, it's a diverse ministry. All you got, I'll tell you what, let's go to my website, straightwaytruth.com. Go in there and check out the ministry for yourself. All right? We even got a Facebook page on there that Brother Steve up in Canada run. Go check it out and see the ministry for itself. Because all you people who want to tout Pastor Dow is a racist, boy, you know what? You about to get ready to have your opinion handed to you. I mean, hand it to you on a platter too, because the people that are around me would take you flat out. They ain't a racist bone in my body. Matter of fact, if there's anything, I've got people upset at me because I have fellowship with white people. Do I care? Not one bit. Don't care. I don't. That's their opinion. They're entitled to their opinion. We live in America. I'm at peace. If you are a Christian and you want to continue to keep believing your damn lies of Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, and Sunday, that's your prerogative. You can worship them other gods all you want. You don't bother me. It really, truly doesn't disturb me. The problem and the issue is when you come and tell me that I'm wrong, and then I tell you you wrong, that's when the fight starts. That's when the fight starts. Because all you've got is your opinion, and I've got facts. Paul himself said, I'm a Hebrew of the Hebrews, of the tribe of Benjamin, circumcised the 8th day. He didn't say he was no Christian. Well. So Israel is really, truly not those Jews over there occupying the land of Palestine. Well, I be damned. More truth, huh? And that thing they call the Wailing Wall wasn't the temple. It actually was Fort Antonio. Can you believe that? It was actually a Roman fortress. The Pope, the heads of states, these Jewish people, they all go there and they pay homage to the wall. They pay homage to the wall. Look at this act. Look at this act right here. This is what they do. They pray. This is what they do. Boy, I tell you what, you got to start thinking about that motion. and see, I know. Well, see, Pastor Dad, you don't have to put it like that. Hey, I'm in the land of my captivity. I have American citizenship. I have freedom of speech. At least I thought I did. How's it that you're entitled to your opinion, but also I'm not entitled to mine? You don't have to listen to this and get all disturbed. You keep your pace. I think the problem is that people really, truly today, the very ones who claim and want to put forth the finger and call you a racist, the truth is they're deflecting the truth and being responsible for that truth. They're deflecting it and putting forth the finger because the truth is they are the ones that's racist and they can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. Cold red.